Alright, we got this showcase left to do, and this one is Pedro Munhoz, and after this we got Dominick Cruz. So we've already showcased Pedro before after his fight with Jose Aldo, so don't really have to get too big into the perks. If you want to know the specifics of everything, just know the man was made to brawl. All his perks are basically based on helping you brawl. It puts his chin like at 100 health whenever his health is lower than you. His block gets busted up by 5. His sub defense is very solid. Cardio is pretty decent. Body health, leg health is good. Recovery is extremely solid. Overall, meant to brawl, meant to just get in the pocket and fight. Just be aware that you do not want to get caught at the end of like long fighters' punches. So guys like Corey Sandhagen, guys like Aldo, guys like Sean O'Malley. You don't want to be whiffing on big strikes against those type of fighters because the cross can punish you, especially when you're the shorter fighter. And Pedro usually is the shorter fighter. So we're just going to go over his moves. I disagree with the level 2 jab after the Frankie Edgar fight. I think this should be a level 3. But with everything else included, I think it's relatively accurate, especially after the fight. So overall, hooks are his best weapon. And a lot of people, they tend to circle, lunge a lot. So you can actually afford to lead with the rear hook with Pedro. What I don't know is if you can, there's certain combos that he's not going to have access to. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see shortly, but I'm pretty sure he has only boxing level 3 and not boxing level 4. And obviously, he shouldn't have boxing level 4. But his clinch hooks are pretty good. I think they should be a little bit higher. I think with enough footage, I can probably prove that it deserves to be higher. Takedown-wise, he has access to, let's see. Okay, yeah, he has access to the drive. So only one drive on each side, I believe. The body strikes are relatively good, and then submissions, the guillotine should be his best submission. Let me show the transitions here real quick. Yeah, just average stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty much a good rundown on Pedro, and we're going to go take him over to quick fight and have some fun. Yes. So, Pedro, if I were to use Pedro in a competitive setting, I think the goal would be to probably pull guard and get top mount against like a Yan. Because Yan is built to fight in the pocket. He's much faster. That was kind of like the big differential between Pedro and Aldo. Like Aldo, not only did he have the power to stifle Munhoz, but he also had the speed. And with Dominick is definitely a lot faster. Are you there? My guy. Hello? Oh, you dick. What's fucking wrong with you, asshole? Ah, you see, an expected fake glove touch is one thing. But to freaking, I go and extend my hand out in gratitude to you, and you decide to be a fucking asshole and switch body kick me. You are scum, and you deserve to step on a goddamn fucking Lego. Excuse me. Jesus. Anywho, with Dominick has all the tools to beat Pedro. He has a very unorthodox but effective jab. Cuts angles extremely well. His one thing is the leg kicks, right? Obviously, Dom is prone to leg kicks. But in order to leg kick Dominick Cruz, you have to have the wrestling to stop him from taking him down off of that. And while Pedro doesn't have the wrestling per se, he does have the takedown defense and the threat of the guillotine. So I think Dom probably, he's obviously done his homework, right? He just told DC the other day, you don't do enough film study. Well, if you've done enough film study on Pedro Munhoz, you should know shooting on this man is a very hefty task. Even Sterling couldn't get him down. So with Pedro, this is the goal, right? Just get them up against the cage. Nice knee. And just cut him off, land the glove kicks, the calf kicks. He did a great job. He got, honestly, in my opinion, look, I love Frankie as a fighter, but I thought Frankie clearly got robbed. I thought Pedro won that at least 3 rounds to 2. Made 4-1, just more effective damage overall. And landed just the same amount of strikes or more. Not that it matters because it's supposed to be damage and scoring. But yeah, basically with Pedro, you want to get in the pocket, throw a lot of hooks, discourage your opponent from trying to lunge side to side. And if they start to lunge, you got to cut them off with the calf kick. One of the most basic Muay Thai combinations, one that I learned as I've been like picking up on my striking and whatnot, it's just going with the lead hook and then firing off with a nice kick to the thigh or kick to the calf, depending on who you are. Muay Thai did teach you to kick to the thigh. They don't really like to calf kick too much there because they know how to defend it. If you know, you know. But this guy, he's content to kind of sit here and we're going to throw down here. He's throwing, when open stance matchups in the striking, people really, like when it's the same stance matchup, it's a lot easier offensively for me. But open stance, things like the crosses beating the hooks or the rear uppercuts, that's really key. And it throws a lot of players off, and some players don't realize that. Even myself, I forget about that. And Dominick Cruz does a really good job of effectively switching stances and having good offense from both stances. He also has a very nice knee pick that he likes to hit off of that cross. And if his opponent tries to crowd into him, he'll hit a beautiful knee pick. Again, I don't think he'll try to grapple Pedro per se, but I think Dom is more than capable of fighting his fight, not getting drawn into a firefight with Pedro. And I think in the 3-round fight, I think whatever damage he sustained. Oh, sat him down. Asshole. Boom. Toma, desgraciado de fucking mierda. Alright, so we're gonna head to... Yeah, that's expected. That's expected from somebody like you. You fake glove touching, switch body kicking fool. Like I always say, I appreciate it immensely when somebody chooses the fighter that the fighter I'm showcasing is going to fight today, actually. So with Cruz, calf kicking him is probably the best option for Pedro. Getting in the range is going to be the harder part. He did a really good job of some shifting crosses against Aldo that I didn't realize at first. Cruz doesn't really check kicks. He's not like Aldo in that sense, but it's just distance. What the fuck is he doing? Is he trying to figure out how to... Oh, man, you poor. So you shouldn't have chosen Cruz if you don't know how to use the signature lunges. Anywho, though. But with Cruz, I think he just has to stick to the long, straight weapons and be aware of any cross counters that Munoz would have in mind. This is what you're not supposed to do if you're Cruz. Why would you stay in the pocket? You do not want to stay here with Munoz. This is like everything you're not supposed to do with Dominic. Good push. Yeah, okay. But, good one too. Against the kick, that's something that you should do against somebody who's aiming to kick your leg off. You want to catch them when they're on one leg. Usman did that most recently, so good with Burns. Oh, dude, you were just sitting in the wrong spot. This is not how you're supposed to fight with Cruz. You're supposed to be like kind of not running from me because Cruz is very offensive. But he uses like he's offensive with his footwork and he pressures you that way to make you feel like he's going to strike with you. And then once you think he's at that specific range, he takes himself ever so slightly out of range. It looks really clean. And in his heyday, and you know, we got to know tonight, you know, where Cruz stands relative to the division, if he's been figured out or not. But the man's a pioneer. He's that Willie Pep-ish footwork into MMA, and Pedro's looking to play spoiler. Pedro gets Rob Font. I watched that fight between him and Rob Font, and what I saw in that fight came true in the Aldo fight, and it was that Font has a hard time fighting backwards, and there was that one slip counter that Pedro feinted one strike, landed a beautiful, he feinted a lead hook, went and threw the rear hook or some shit. You tried to pull and you got cracked the shit. That was how to not fight with Dominic Cruz 101. Oh, you poor soul. You know, I try to get a ranked fight in, and this guy's ping is not the way. I thought... See, if a ping is like 130, 140, but it's stable, it's not going to be laggy. But if the ping is jumping all over the place, I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm bugging, but I saw this thing jump to like the 200s. So, it feels clean so far. Okay, maybe I was overreacting. Alright, spinning body kick is why not. Alright, Aldo, Munoz started off with a spinning kick against Aldo, and Aldo, like, AI checked it. Oh, we got somebody using the movement. Oh, fake. Okay, we're gonna intercept. The goal is to intercept. If you're Pedro, you're looking at oh, there's the lag. Ivy. Oh no. I feel like I'm in molasses. What the flying fuck? Okay, got that. Oh my god, it's so delayed. This is because of Pedro's reach, I don't want to commit to the wrong action. Get blasted to shit. Jesus, dude. That usually, when you get a connection that's jumping like that, it's usually because the individual's on Wi-Fi. If you're playing any game, not even just UFC 4, it really would benefit you to go on use a LAN cable. Check that one. And then he does. Must remain composed. Must keep myself composed. All right. So we see right here. When it comes to the Cruz movement, there's a little anti-Cruz thing you can do, and it depends on how skilled the player is with Cruz. Now, I'm one of the best Cruz players in the world. I'll say that. Marshall says that. I've beaten a two-time ESFL gaming champion in Pre-United, one of my camp members, with Dominic Cruz. in UFC 3. It's a live competition. I've won the most matches with Dominick Cruz in competitive UFC, so while fighting like him, so I can. Glad fucking Christ, this delay is not the one for me. Get the fuck off me, Jesus Christ. But with Cruz, in order for you to feel comfortable doing all these lunges and whatnot, it's not enough to just press that. That was nice. I like that. Use the forward lunge and then to get into the cross. But a good opponent, notice, I'm gonna start. Oh, I've already kind of started. Just like off of muscle memory. You start throwing the lead hook, and when you throw the lead hook, it will stop a lot of the movement of Cruz. And if you catch them on the startup frame, it's going to throw them off. They can get vulnerable. They'll hit that vulnerability frame, and they'll do a lot of damage. And you can sit them down off of that lead hook. And if you can land a block counter hook as well, it's gonna be impossible for me right now on this connection, but this is rough. This fight. If this fight was just a little bit cleaner, I probably could have got this guy out of here. Yeah. You can also use the kicks. So if you want to be an effective Cruz, you got to be able to use the regular pivot lunges, every single other counter to discourage your opponent, pull hook there, from doing the said move, like the said counters against your footwork. So the lag is making me like not want to kick. it's not because I want to get it checked, and I know that Cruz's leg health isn't that high, so I can afford to get my regular leg kick checked 3 times before leg health event. Calf kicks about like 7 or 8 times, but I just don't want to get checked. But with Cruz, you want to take away in this game. You want to take away whatever your opponent's already trying to do. When I use Cruz, I know they're gonna try to leg kick me early, so I try to intercept as early as I can with the cross. And make them basically not feel comfortable throwing kicks against me, where they be taking them down off of it, you mother mama. Where I saw they hold that, Jesus. All right, we're chopping. That's a good start for Pedro. It's a good start for me. But yeah, you want to basically just take away what they feel comfortable with throwing. And this guy's not doing that. But to his credit, he's fighting on the back foot decently well. Obviously. I wish that should have rocked the shit out of you. Cruz has a really good recovery though. That man has heart. He's fighting against Cody Garbrandt. Oh, he's in the opposite stance now. So now that he's in the opposite stance, the lead hook might not be as effective if he chooses to do the open side Dominick Cruz lunge. So then there you gotta use the rear hook. But again, it's a game of fuck out of here, bro. It's a game of alright. See who does what. You see, you just gotta intercept. Usually, if you time it correctly, that will evade the uppercut, but he's just doing it a little bit too late, and that was nice. Very good. Damn, man. Cruz has a fucking chin, man. So I wonder, like, is Pedro actually gonna be able to finish Dominick Cruz? Because, slip check hook. Oh, brother, you should not have thrown that. And you're trying to fire back. Come on, let's get you out of here. Let's get him out of here. Oh, my God. Why am I still rocked? I have wake-up call. I'm not supposed to be rocked for this long. Yeah, I got... Why is that lead head kick so doo-doo? Chopping at the body, it also works well against Cruz. Holy shit, delay. Coño. Oh my God. I need composure. I need your Wi-Fi to build its composure, brother. Hi, V. Oh, this is bad because he can. Yes. Caught you loading up. Discourage your pulls with those kicks. It sucks because like, he can also see my HUD, so with his delay, good cross. Because he was 0-0-0, so he was just starting out the season. So this guy has like, oh fuck, different advantage. Thankfully, Cruz doesn't have that much power. Oh, Cruz did drop Faber like twice. I don't know who else has dropped Faber. Well, Aldo, Jan. Has anybody non-notable like dropped Faber? Because I don't know why. I guess Cruz can have a little bit more power. I don't know, who knows? I'm pretty sure he hurt Cody a little bit too. Bad whiff, bad whiff. Uncharacteristic whiff this fight. I mean, I should be up. I should be up on the cards damage-wise. I've knocked him down. I've hurt him a lot more. I just don't want to overextend. Usually, if I see somebody pull counter, I pretty much have like my preemptive slip ready or preemptive pull, depending on who I'm fighting. But I just couldn't time it for shit there. Yeah, man, my head movement's getting wonky. For fuck's sake. Not for you. Making a dominated miss. You keep throwing. You keep trying to fish for that uppercut. It's not gonna happen. Not again. Now he's getting desperado. Oh yeah, you felt that one. That's not good to do. There's 3 minutes left in the fight that you're likely losing. Doing all that movement's not gonna help you. Up. No, it's blocking there. Yeah, this is see, this is when somebody can say this guy is trying to block break me. Well, it's kind of predictable. Try to get the spinning kick. No, you're not getting shit. Like, if you know, they're just gonna go to the sequence of like straight strike, round strike, oh the freaking goddamn delay. It's relatively easy to defend. It's just about the timing. I'm not jumping down there. No, I'm not jumping down there, bro. I'm gonna have to take a decision, bro. We're gonna have to the decision, the Dominator. The only person that's beating up Cruz in the decision is Cody Garbrandt, correct? Again, I thought that watching, I'm a fan of Henry Cejudo as much as I am a fan of Cruz. A little bit more, slightly more of Cruz, but I did think that the stoppage, Keith Peterson has let a little bit more slide, and I think this fight should have gone to the 3rd round after much introspection. Although I understand why he stopped it at the time, I do understand. This guy's turn. I want to land something definitive, but it's surprised he didn't duck. It's not gonna work, bro. Yeah, this is reeking of desperation and shaming the Cruz name. We're having him miss, bro. We're playing. We're Dominic, like a little bit of Dominic in us, and he's gassed. He's gassed in round 3 with Dominic Cruz. Granted, we worked the body, we worked the chin extremely well. Yeah, no urgency. I think he's kind of accepted his fate. Alright, let's go. No. No! Fuck out of here! 1 second left. Why would you do it? That made no sense to go for, bro. Good fight, though. Good fight. Respect, my guy. Alright. That was excruciatingly long, and that was very painful. That was a very painful experience in terms of the connection. Hey, pause on that. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. That's gonna be it for showcasing the young Punisher. He's gonna be set off to fight Dominic Cruz today on the prelims. Should be the feature prelim. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure about, and I think it's gonna be a great fight. I would hope for Dominic Cruz to get this win under his belt. I think he definitely needs it to keep his hopes alive. See, I feel bad. I really like both fighters a lot. I really do. It's tough, man. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Number 17. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the showcase. Y'all know what to do. I'm out of here.